Hey everyone, my name is Zach and I'm a social work volunteer with Light Movement. This is the fifth and final video in our series, Hidden Stressors in Education, Burnout, Trauma, and Grief. In the previous videos, we focused on understanding grief, what it is, and how it shows up. In this video, we're shifting into what it looks like to support ourselves and others through the grieving experience, especially in educational and helping spaces. So I want to introduce a concept called the window of tolerance. You may recall this from a few videos back. When we are inside our window, we feel more present, connected, and able to respond to what's happening. When we move outside of our window, we tend to go into either hyperarousal or hypoarousal. Hyperarousal up top can look like anxiety, racing thoughts, anger, or feeling overwhelmed. Whereas hypoarousal on the bottom can look like numbness or shutdown, withdrawal, or disconnection. It's important to note that neither of these are wrong. They're just protective responses for us. So when we're supporting someone in grief, the goal isn't to fix how they feel, it's just to gently help bring the nervous system back into a state of regulation. And grief can make people move in and out of these states very quickly, which is why this framework is so helpful for us. So expanding our window of tolerance isn't about forcing ourselves to stay calm. It's about building capacity to stay present within difficult emotions without becoming overwhelmed or shut down by them. And this happens really slowly. So we move in and out of discomfort in small, manageable ways and return to safety. Over time, these repeated experiences help the nervous system feel more flexible and resilient. So instead of avoiding hard feelings, we build the ability to move through them. One way that we do that is by meeting the mood. So instead of trying to immediately change how someone feels, we can start by acknowledging where they're at. So if someone is anxious, we meet that. If they're shut down, we also meet that. The goal here is not judgment, it is curiosity. So because the body is trying to communicate, and when we listen to it, we can respond more effectively. It is also important to note that what works for one person may not work for another person. And everyone is unique in their way that they respond to somatic techniques. So if something doesn't work the first time, keep trying. So when someone is in hyperarousal, there's a lot of energy in the body. So instead of trying to get calm right away, we can help that energy to move. So this can look like shaking or playing, going outside, kicking a ball around, playing on the playground, going for a walk, or just using the body in some sort of physical way. Even something like the lion's breath, where a strong exhale with sound can help release tension and bring back the body towards a state of regulation. The key here is meeting with the energy with movement, not suppressing this energy. So on the other side, when someone is in hypoarousal, meaning they're feeling numb or stuck or shut down, the body needs some gentle activation. This might look like holding on to something soft. It can look like connecting with a person or an animal. Maybe it's engaging in art, or even using cold water, splashing on your face, or an ice pack to bring awareness back into your body. So these tools work because they create just enough stimulation to bring someone back towards being present without overwhelming them. So again, it's about meeting the state, not fighting the state that you're in. So now let's talk about when someone's within their window of tolerance, in that green zone, in this more regulated state. That's actually the best time to practice these tools and increase that window of tolerance. So this is also where your learning sticks and where we can build capacity over time. So simple things like grounding exercises, movement, or shared activities that help reinforce a sense of safety and connection are great here. Again, we're not just responding to distress, we're building resilience before it happens. Another important piece to note is that you can engage again with the mood that best fits your client. So if your student might be a little bit more energetic and leaning more towards that hyperactive state, engage in a game of tag or something with more movement. And if they are more in their dorsal side or a little more calmed down, maybe it's a great time to engage with art. So let's talk about some non-somatic approaches here. So I just want to shift into something that's just as important as somatic approaches, which are our non-somatic approaches, and what we say and how we show up verbally. So when someone is grieving, the goal is not to fix or reframe their experience, but we want to create a space for that experience. So simple, honest statements like, I am so sorry, or I can sit with you, can be really incredibly powerful. They communicate presence without creating pressure to fix something. So you'll notice a theme here of normalization, saying things like, whatever you're feeling is okay, or you're not going crazy, helps people feel less alone and what can be a very disorienting experience. Even naming that sometimes there are no words can be a supportive experience. On the other side, there are common phrases that can unintentionally shut people down. Things like comparing losses, saying at least, or trying to focus on the bright side often minimizes the person's experience, even if your intentions are good. So really, the takeaway here is that support is less about saying the perfect thing and more about avoiding harm, staying present, and allowing grief to be what it is. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a few key takeaways here. Grief isn't something that we fix. It's something that we can support. And that usually doesn't come from having the right words, but just from being present and paying attention. So when we're more regulated ourselves, we're better able to connect with others. And in those moments, it's often that the small, consistent ways that we show up matter the most. Support starts with awareness, attunement, and presence. And just as important, we have to take care of ourselves too, because that's what allows us to keep showing up in a sustainable way. So thank you all for taking time to be a part of this series. And I just want to encourage you all to go back to our previous videos in our series, Hidden Stressors in Education, Burnout, Trauma, and Grief. Have some great videos from Cassie McComb, as well as a great video from Inga Vickers. So be sure to click on those links down in the description below. And the links will also be attached to our YouTube page, as well as our website. So thank you guys for being here and for the work that you do.